You are listening to the Simpsons Watch Along podcast right here on the Simpsons Watch Along podcast network. Do we have a network? No, not yet. We just have one
No,
podcast. I'm your host, the Peace Machine. Alongside me is my co-host, Dabble Dob. What's going on, buddy?
not much, man. Just been looking forward to watching this episode from the last one. I want to say hey to any listeners we have, any watch-alongers, I guess. I don't know.
Watchers alongers. Yeah, we got a couple for sure. We actually got 14 or 17 views, or listens. So that was pretty cool. I don't know if they're actually
Yeah,
listening.
that was the first couple days, right? We're recording this, what, 3 days after the
Yeah,
first one?
yeah, yeah. People are bored. They're at home and they want to watch some Simpsons, and this is a great time to do it. And you get to do it with us two chuckleheads.
Chuckleheads. I've been called worse.
Hey, so give me a Corona lockdown update going on in your life.
Oh man, here in Tennessee, it doesn't seem like most people, well, I can't say most people, but there's a lot of people just not taking it seriously. Like I saw some people, I'm making one trip to the store every 2 weeks. I saw some people there yesterday just like grabbing a few items and like, non-essential trips. A lot of people are
Just
still in denial,
yeah,
but I mean,
yeah. St. Louis is probably the same, probably same, probably a little worse in Knoxville, but we have a couple of major hospitals who are just now starting to get like overrun. So it's
mm.
coming, man. It's coming for all of us. So everybody hunker down and get in your basement and do some workout videos.
Or just watch some
Oh yeah,
Simpsons.
you can do that too.
Eat your power sauce bar.
Yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah. You want to get it going here?
Yeah, so we're gonna watch You Only Move Twice, Season 8, Episode 2. If you're watching on DVD, go ahead, pause this, get that out. If you're watching on Disney Plus, go ahead, cue that one up, and we'll just give you a quick minute. But this is the episode I picked, one of my favorite episodes. And like I said on the last episode, I usually hate these types of shows where nothing matters, where it's kind of just off the wall, no consequences. Like, we never visit Cypress Creek again that I know of. Hank Scorpio, he's blowing cities up with satellite lasers. It doesn't affect anything else. I usually didn't like those type of shows, but for some reason, this was just my all-time favorite.
Not only is he blowing shit up, he's apparently blowing shit up like in front of the UN. Like he's like, wow, it blows up the bridge, and like, oh, what if the bridge just? Anyway, we'll get to it. But yeah, it's what there's a term for that in television when they just do something completely off the wall, and then they just come back and it's like it never happened. I forgot the term, but it might come to me. But that's what this episode is just sort of a one-off, hard right turn that just sort of is wacky as hell and great though, great.
Yeah. So you want to give us a countdown, and we'll get it
All
started?
right, I am looking at the Simpsons about to come through the clouds in three, two, one, hit it.
Boom.
All right. So we're going to turn down the volume so we don't get that feedback here. I did not learn
Yeah.
everything I needed to know in kindergarten. That's Bart's punishment for this week on the chalkboard.
I'm digging these German subtitles I randomly got right now, so that's kind of cool.
Dein ein Simpsons.
Yeah.
Die Bart die. No, that's German for wie Bart wie.
Yes.
Um, yeah, the Simpsons song, we've talked about it before, or we talked about in the first one, like, oh, they're parachuting in and they land on the couch and Homer's parachute doesn't open, so he's presumably dead.
Yeah, we talked about the like circus open last
Yeah, yeah.
time. It's like 2 or 3 episodes after Lee. Hi.
Oh boy, you gotta love Anchor, baby. Just dropping calls 2 minutes in.
Yeah. I'm at Smithers turning down. I paused it here.
Yes, I did too. Smithers is about to talk to someone in a limousine pulling up here. So,
All
all
right,
right,
get
here
it
we go.
going.
3, 2, 1, hit it. All right, this is great stuff here. Smithers just it's one of those little winks to maybe he's gay, maybe he's not. We don't know.
Yeah, by this time, I mean, they played it pretty subtle for a while, but by this point, you can never get away with this now. I never
I mean,
noticed she was rocking the cleavage also.
oh yeah, that's that regular shtick they use with the hot chick here. They always use the big
Well,
breasted
if
slob.
Globex is going to do something, Globex is going to do it right.
Yeah. All right, now let's go to the next senior man since Smithers turned him down. And of course, smash cut to Homer in the living room announcing that they are going to be moving.
Yeah, just out of nowhere, like what a bomb.
What a bombshell. Yeah. Did you move as a kid?
No, not until like sixth grade. We lived in the same place, and we just kind of moved across town a little bit.
Hmm. Bart's lawyer's there.
Is that a Buzz Cola?
I think so. Bart has a lawyer. He's 10. This always struck me as weird when they're like watching the video or whatever, and then like they're like, all right, time to get out of town here, and they just slap an abandoned sign on their house, and I was like, what's the loophole there for that?
Well, Springfield law is complicated, so we'll have to go into that on like a special. A Tale of One City.
Cypress Creek. Bart's drinking a soda through a straw. Homer's immediately bored.
I love the bum just turning into a mailbox.
This was a zing on Starbucks being everywhere. All the coffee places just showing up. The bum becomes a mailbox. When you were a kid, I'm sure you tried to figure this out, where Springfield was, right?
Oh, constantly.
Constantly. Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to brag, but sixth grade geography bee champion, and I believe that this show put me on that journey.
Well, Tennessee geography beach
Well,
champion. You never went against the Missouri master.
That's true. I couldn't even tell you where Missouri's at now.
Missouri touches Tennessee. And the chimney collapses. Marge agrees. House is falling apart. Give it a smooch to seal. Now they try to sell the house. Otto is the first one looking to possibly buy the Simpsons house. Apu with a nice little secondary character here.
Oh, yeah.
Line.
Apu just getting in a nice little petty jab here.
Yeah. Little help. Bart falls through the ceiling.
It's not even a big deal. This is just an everyday occurrence.
Or just shoves him up there with the fucking broom.
Hey.
Yeah, see, then now they just slap the abandoned sign on the house and just take off. I think there's got to be some sort of like legality, like a known thing that you can just do that in some places or something. If you were Flanders here, would you push a little harder? Get your stuff back?
I was about to say, like, that was a pretty hard push from Flanders.
Packing up the dogs, packing up the kids. What the hell does Bart have? Firecracker?
Missed it. Probably. Frank and Apu hanging out.
Mm-hmm. Barflies. Channel 6.
Even the heart patient waves. Perfect.
Oh, this is such a good line. So long, Stinktown.
I wish you had just thrown some like trash out the window also.
Yeah. There's been so many great things where like they moved the town, you know, they've like done like ridiculous things where they'll like show a map and someone will point to Springfield and it's like in a different spot, you know.
Yeah,
really
I would
mix it up
argue
good.
with the greatness of moving the town episode. Maybe we'll do that one soon.
Okay. You don't like that one?
I mean, it's pretty divisive. I didn't say I didn't like it, but there's a lot of people that like that's one of the jump the shark moments.
Really?
Yeah.
For some people. It didn't jump the shark for me. I really like that.
No, I'm still in at that point.
Yeah.
Pretty
We'll
nice
get to the
house
jump the
here.
shark episode.
Fully
All right, now,
furnished.
showing up in Cypress Creek. Oh, and here comes Hank Scorpio.
The greatest, man. Just as soon as the door closes, just a knock at the door with the giant fruit basket. Sharp looking
From here on out,
goatee.
Everything Scorpio says is quotable.
He just oozes charisma.
Yeah, Albert Brooks played Hank Scorpio in this and just did a phenomenal job. I think they. Oh, I know. Albert Brooks played the guy, the overlord, like the general in the movie.
It's the same character.
It's the same character. Yeah, right.
That's how great Hank Scorpio was. They were like,
yeah,
we need something for the movie. Like, well, we're bringing back,
they
we're
didn't call him
reskinning
that, though.
Scorpio.
Yeah,
He's the perfect boss.
yeah. Have you ever seen somebody say goodbye to Snickers? Well, yes, once. I have to call it work.
He worked in greeting them into his schedule and still
Into his fun run. He was kicking their ass, by the way.
Yeah. Man, this is how I feel, kind of like being cooped up. It's just like, oh, okay, what is there to do? Except my house is just a friggin' disaster. Like, it's not even clean, but I still feel that way. Like, oh, okay, everything's good. Yeah. I'm in my swing-a-majig right now.
Nice. Set it to a coup.
It's actually just a sex swing.
Sibian.
Hey now.
Hey now. All right, Homer's heading into his first day of work at Globex Corporation. This is my favorite Hank Scorpio part right here.
The sugar?
No, with the coat. Oh. This is my favorite line. I use this all the time.
Call me Hank?
No.
Oh.
Hang my coat up on the wall. I didn't even give you my coat.
What
put it on backwards.
What a trick.
They get off the treadmill and get on the fucking moving floor.
Homer's really intimidated here.
Yeah, he is. I wonder what they hired Homer to actually do.
Like the official title?
Right. Like, what was his job? Like, what did they want Smithers to do?
Huh.
Just motivate. I mean, that's all he does is stand there and do nothing, but like he must have had an actual job title.
Yeah. I'm sure it's something evil, like general overseer or something.
Right. They should have like shown like what his position was, you know, because the whole gag is that Homer is completely unaware that they're running an evil, you know, death laser.
Yeah,
whatever.
They could have worked that in for sure.
James Bond bad guy sort of thing. Keep them motivated.
What a team.
Do you think everybody in Globex Corporation's got the shades pulled over the windows here and they don't know what's going on?
I don't know. That's a good, I mean, no, because there's enough gunfire to like kind of tip you off. But, you know, you can overlook a few things when the benefit package is so nice.
Yeah. Hey, Bart. Millhouse 2 here.
I wonder if that kid has a name.
My name's Millhouse 2. I've used this one too.
Man.
Do you know cursive? Oh, I know hell damn ass, but I know of them.
Yeah.
I say that a lot.
I remember just like in elementary school, the teacher, it was in 5th grade, and like she just had like the most serious conversation with us, like, hey, you all aren't going to be able to print anymore. Everything you do for the rest of your life is going to be in cursive, so you better learn this. And I never wrote in cursive like again.
Because of that speech?
No, just because like I never had to. Like they just threatened us. That's all you're going to do in middle school is cursive. I love that little dramatic sting there.
I don't really like this. I mean, it's funny what they do with Bart when they put him in the remedial class, but like that should be like Bart's jam. Like he should be he gets upset that they put him there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If it's a little bit of character assassination
Everything,
for
yeah,
Bart.
but everything in this episode kind of just doesn't matter. It's just like a dream
No,
almost.
I know, but like Bart's like Bart should be like king of the dum dums.
Maybe they're just so dumb, like he can't even get any enjoyment out of it.
Yeah, yeah, possibly.
That one's my favorite. Ralph
I
too.
start fires.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ralph too. This circle of paper. My here's a true story. My buddy's a fucking elementary school
Yeah.
teacher, and they were like supposed to pitch like new ideas to like keep kids motivated, and he was like, "How about instead of rectangular pieces of paper that blocks them in because of the borders, they get too. If you want creativity, you gotta have a circle of
Oh
paper."
man, I'm sure he got promoted. I love Warren. That's him.
Yeah.
Man, Cypress Creek is nice. I haven't seen a creek yet though.
No, no creek. Friendly chipmunks.
I remember
I guess like
talking about circles of
go ahead.
paper. My first day at kindergarten, I guess I got there late or something, and all the other kids were already like doing something, and so they're like, "Here, we're cutting out this turtle." And I had never used scissors before, and since I was late, like I wasn't getting any instruction, and so I was just like massacring this turtle. Like I could have easily ended up in those remedial classes, and I just remember being like really sad to the point of tears because I couldn't cut this damn turtle out.
Dude, that's a hell of a memory to
This
remember
is
something
really
that fucking
this
happened the
show's
first day of
not about
kindergarten.
entertainment. It's more about me just like getting stuff off my chest.
That's all right.
Yeah.
I got 22 minutes to fill. We got a baseball made by secretary or made of
Oh
secretariat.
man. Homer's really hitting his stride here.
Yeah.
I mean, you can see the reactor in there.
Those Apple IIe computers really being pushed hard.
Just random shapes and blinking objects.
Yeah. Hammock.
I pulled that one on my boss also. He's like, I got an office and he's like, "What do you want in there?" I said, "How about a hammock?" He was like,
This isn't fucking Google.
"Why didn't I think of that?" Even Scorpio's artwork back there has a laser firing. Look at that.
Oh yeah, it does. The hammock district. That's so great. Cypress Creek has 4 hammock places.
It's not that they just have 4 hammock places. It's like they're all together. That's how well planned this place is.
Fuck yeah. I mean,
The gold.
gold. Like it's like a fucking McBain movie.
They could have had a little McBain tie-in here. You're right.
Well, they kind of do it with the James Bond thing, but how long into this episode was it? Up until that point that you realized, or did you smell something fishy coming?
No, I can't remember my first impression of it, but I have to imagine I didn't see anything coming. I like that ominous shot right there. That's awesome.
Yeah, I didn't. They totally okey doked me on that. I didn't see anything coming.
Right through here, Homer. Just a triple interlocking door. France.
France. Nobody ever says Italy.
And like the other thing I like about Scorpio is he's hands on. Like he's not just a boss. Like he's there doing the hard work.
Yeah, he's putting his time. He's carrying sugar in his pockets. Who the fuck thought of that? Like, I feel like that's an Albert Brooks like improv.
It could have been. Man.
Kitchen looks beautiful.
See, that's the best. It's just 10 seconds. It told me everything I need to know about Marge's mindset.
Yep. I mean, yeah, I mean, Bart needs an audience, and these kids are too dumb to like get his humor. They're even dumber than he
That's
is.
saying a lot.
Yeah, it's very much.
You're in the Disney forest. That's how I feel right now. I went outside. My allergies are just killing me today. Spiteful chipmunk.
Homer's blissfully unaware that the man's about to be lasered in half.
I'm glad they went with the Sean Connery Bond.
Yeah.
You're gonna die now. That might be my favorite line.
This is a little bit dark. This is a little dark. Like, look, he breaks free. Homer stops him, and then the guards just
Crazy
shoot
purple
him to
knockout
death.
gas. I like that you also get like, it's not just gunshots, they're wet gunshots if you listen.
They're lasers. Oh no. Yeah. Multiple gunshot wounds to the
It's
back.
four men with automatic weapons shooting him at point blank, expressionless.
Shooting probably a good guy.
Probably.
We don't know who he's working for. He could be MI6 or something like that. That was a pretty good misdirection with Marge drinking.
Yeah, united front here.
Yeah.
And like on the last episode, we talked about how Homer's he's such a jerk. He's just all about himself. And here is an episode that is like the Bizarro universe, and he does care about his family.
He does, yeah. Cares about his job too. He's good at it.
First thing he's ever been good at, probably.
Here comes the UN troops to shut down Scorpio.
Man, if there's one fighting force you want to avoid, it's the UN. Scald.
Those men are permanently scarred, if not
They're
dead.
definitely dead. Man, that was a gruesome scream.
That might be the first death of a character on screen that the Simpsons have had.
Oh, man.
Look at that.
There's one. Just snapped his neck.
Buxom Beauty. Scorpio still is a man of his word. He cares about his employees, and
he's taking the time, even in the middle of a firefight. Man, I wish I had one of those grenades. What a throw!
It's awesome.
Lefty.
Jets and missiles fucking hitting there. Scorpio's just got a fucking flamethrower underneath his
That's
desk.
probably my favorite line, though. If you could kill someone on your way out, it would really help.
Just anyone. Look at
just laughing maniacally, shooting flames.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, nice little touch with the shadow on the blast also.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Brenda.
This was pretty good as well. The nonchalant newspaper throwaway, and then Otto fucking squatting.
Crystal, not Brenda.
Hey, Crystal, wake up.
Just that flop house.
this came out at a time where I think the Denver Broncos had like just won the
I
Super
think they
Bowl.
win it like the next year.
Yeah, or something like that. Yeah, yeah. I remember, but they were good, and I was like, the Cowboys were sucking at the time.
It's right at the turn here because those are the old school Broncos jerseys, and they switched. And when they switched, they started like they won two Super Bowls with Elway and Terrell Davis, and then
Yeah,
the Cowboys start
that's
to go
right.
downhill because Emmitt Smith and Aikman and Michael Irvin are all getting
Moose
old.
Johnston.
What an
Yeah,
episode!
fuck, that was a great episode featuring Albert Brooks as the guest star, Hank Scorpio. Man, that was awesome. That was a great pick. So now we got to kind of we watched it. Now we got to give it our feedback here. I
Gladly,
mean, obviously one of your favorite episodes. Is this
yeah,
the
it's
number
A
one on your
plus for
list?
me. It's my favorite episode. If I have to watch one episode, I'm gonna watch this episode.
No kidding.
A
A
plus.
plus, man, that's huge. All right, I'm going to score it a little bit less than an A plus. I'm going A
Okay, that's
minus,
fair.
and and it one of the best, no doubt, probably in my top 10, maybe. But I liked Lisa on Ice better, so I'm going with this one as number 2 on our list. You're going. I'm thinking
Oh yeah.
reverse. Okay. All right. So
Update the ledger.
I'm gonna keep track of that. Yeah, update the ledger. We on our last podcast, you kept the notebook, and on this podcast, I'm going to
Thank
keep the
God.
notebook. All right, all right. So you gave it an A plus, and it's number 1 on your list, and your number 1 episode. So it's all downhill for you, baby.
Yeah, I mean that really strikes a chord.
But here's the good part. There's like 100 episodes that are fucking
Yeah,
A's,
without
you
question.
know. So there's tons and tons of stuff, and I'll bet you find they're like, oh man, I forgot about this one, and you really
I hope we
like
get
something.
there. Yeah, I'm sure you'll pick one. Yeah,
We'll get there. Yeah, if we just stay away from seasons like 1 and 2, and then anything after 10.
I think for my next
think-
one, I'm gonna pick something that is not one of my go-to episodes, and we'll see
Okay.
if that comes true.
Okay. All right. Do you have anything in mind, or
No,
you
not
going-
yet. I'm just gonna go through and I'm gonna pick one that I normally just wouldn't stop on.
All right. All right. For this episode,
It's
MVP
Scorpio.
Scorpio, no doubt. Yeah, no brainer. Scorpio carries this whole episode, and then supporting cast member. You know, I mean, I guess you
Warren.
gotta go. Homer wasn't very. Warren, you're going
For
with
some
Warren.
reason, I love Warren when he's just slapping him on the back like it's okay, and he just starts hitting him harder and harder again. There's something about that that's funny to me.
Yeah, not a lot of secondary players here. It's just a lot of Hank
Yeah.
and Homer. I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'm gonna go Marge. Marge had a couple of good lines here. You know, the drinking a glass and a half of wine a day, but she just can't drink that much. That's pretty
Yeah.
classic Marge. She's so lame, so lame. All right, got a new
Oh.
question for you. You saw this episode in 1993 or 4, or possibly 5 or 6.
Yeah, I think it would have been a little later than that because this is season 8. So yeah, it would have been about 96,
I'm
97.
sure we can look that up. Yeah. Okay. So, and now you've seen it a bunch of times since then. How has the episode changed for you?
Man, it's hard to say because it's just been so long. You know, I'm 35 years old, so that was over 20 years ago. Obviously,
I mean, like, what were some lessons? Like you might remember, like, oh, I really like this. This time you didn't.
here's
even
the
notice that or
biggest
something.
thing that I think has changed for me. I work in video production, video editing. So a lot of the early episodes, they're very cinematic. There's a lot of little details. Like I said, when the grenade goes off, Homer's shadow on the wall real quick. When you get that long shot of Scorpio after it reveals that he's a villain, if you notice, the angle they use is kind of tilted down to
Yeah.
kind of to
Tilted
cast
down,
him in
yes.
that evil light, like he's powerful. So there's a lot of little details with the cinematography and stuff like that I think I appreciate more now than just the ha-ha jokes of the past. Yeah, what about you?
Right. Right. This actually aired November 3rd, 1996. Just look that up. So when I first saw this, like, I kind of like, it wasn't one of my favorite episodes. Like, I knew it was a funny episode, but I wasn't like, oh, this is top 10 material. Like, this is one of the greatest of all times. Like, it took me 3 or 4 viewings and my friends being like, this one's great, this one's great, this one's great, to sort of go like, oh my God, this one is great. And I appreciate it more because I do think that a lot of the lines that Albert Brooks said were improv. I think I read that or heard that somewhere. So that's super impressive that he just sort of goes with it like that. And you know, it was a little bit darker of an episode with the deaths and the things but so as a kid, I didn't really like this episode, but as I've gotten older, this one's definitely cracked the top
For
10
some reason, this was just always my sweet spot. So I'm really glad we got to watch it.
Well, good, man. Good. I really enjoyed this one. If you are following us on Twitter at Simpsons Watch or on Instagram at Simpsons Watch, tell us what episodes you'd like us to watch. We're open to any suggestions. Anyone wants to tweet to us at Simpsons Watch or myself at Peace Machine or at Dabbledob. We're listening. We're taking all offers, all suggestions, all criticisms, whatever you got. Send it our way.
We will totally supersede our own picks if someone wants to tweet us an episode they want to watch, and we'll watch along with it.
Yep, absolutely. So for Dabbledob, I'm the Peace Machine. You've been listening to the Simpsons Watch Along podcast, and we thank you all for listening.